Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to another episode on REI Network. Super passionate topic today that I want to talk about, which is the power of networking. Now, before I do, if you haven't already got my free case study, my Maui case study, how we did a deal virtually in Maui, where we did a fix and flip without seeing the house, without bringing in any of our own money. I'll break it down step by step. So go to reinetwork.com/Maui, reinetwork.com/Maui. Get the free case study, check it out. Let me know what you think. Okay. So on this episode, like I said, the power of networking. This is everything to me. I don't have my hat on right now. It's over there somewhere. But I called my company REI Network. All right. And there's a reason, because everything that I have achieved in real estate is literally came from networking, building relationships, and you can never do enough of it. Even today, I just got back from a trip, been out in Arizona. We've been gone for about 5 weeks in the RV. My wife and then the animals went with us as well. We went out for a wedding, then we went up to Phoenix. Okay, and all I did was a lot of networking while I was there, right? And you're always building new relationships, new partners, new lenders, whatever it may be. It doesn't matter what stage you're at. If you've never done a deal, you're brand new listening to this, or you're seasoned, you're always networking with like-minded people. That's why next week I'm in a mastermind in Tampa, Florida. The week after, I'm at an event, a coaches event in Key West. Why? Because I'm there to network. I'm there to interact with people that are all trying to achieve the same things within our business. Okay. And you can never, like I said, do enough. So let's break this down on the things that how can you actually network, right? We're in a time where events are all coming round now. Like I said, I have two coming up in the next 2 weeks. It's been well over a year since I did my last event, but that doesn't mean that you can't pick up one of these, okay, a phone, and start networking over the phone, right? As long as you are talking to people, having conversations about what you do and what they do and how can you work together, all right, and how can you achieve collaboration. We've talked about this on multiple episodes. That is my whole model, is all about collaboration. You don't need to go alone. If you go alone, it's going to be much harder, right? I have partners in multiple areas to get deals done because it's collaboration. We can get things done together. We're stronger together than we are alone, right? And I don't look at it as there's two ways of the mind's going to work. The mindset. Are you giving 50% away your profit? Okay. Or are you gaining 50%? All right, of that profit. I'm looking for a win-win all the way around. Again, I am open to say that I have never completed a deal from start to finish on my own without having somebody in there somewhere, whether it's someone bringing me a deal, whether I'm bringing the deal, they're bringing the buyer, all right, whatever it may be, because I see that if I can get rid and give away and outsource that, then I can focus more on the next thing, right? When I got started in this business, this is what made it for me, right? Was networking. I went to Phoenix to a meetup group the first time ever. I stood in a room with 40 people and I got my chance to stand up and say, well, what do you do? I said, I'm a wholesaler. I'm new. I need leads. But one thing I can do is I can close deals. So if anyone's got any dead leads that they're not working and I can follow up with, I just want to network with them people. Guess what? 3 people then engaged with me. I met a lady the next day who gave me 60 dead leads on a spreadsheet, on a Google spreadsheet, okay? That was 60 dead leads. Said that, hey, these are, you can follow up, see if there's anything there. On there that I could see 3 months ago that this was direct mail leads that have come in. And these are the ones that, didn't have anything there and they were all dead. So what did I do? I called every single one individually, spoke to about 40 people, and we locked 2 deals up. They were the first 2 deals that I ever did. And that's when I understood, okay, the power of follow-up, and meaning that no means not now, right? When the seller says, oh, I'm not interested, I want this price, that's cool. But what are they going to say? What if that doesn't happen? When you're engaged with these sellers, what if they don't, what if whatever they want to happen doesn't happen? what are we going to do then? Well, what are they going to do then? And that's what we need to find out. Well, the seller might say, well, I'm just going to sell this property. I want 600,000 and that's it. And I'm not taking anything less. Okay, cool. Seems like a great house. I'm sure you're going to get it, Mr. Seller. But let me ask you a question. Let's just say, doesn't happen? What are you going to do? And I'm looking for, are they going to discount the property or are they going to rent the property out, right? And that's when I can say, right, well, maybe if they're going to discount it, there might be an option there for me. If they're going to rent it out, maybe I could do a lease option or something like that. So that's what I'm trying to find out. But look at how I got them 2 deals was from networking. I went to meetup.com, okay, MEETUP.com, and I went to an event in Phoenix, like I said, and started to network. Now, again, that's not possible. Some of the rears are still not back yet, but they will be. So when you are going to these events, you see, and I analyze people all the time. And when I go to these events, what you need to do is you need to get around the room, right? Don't just go and stand with your buddies that you know, the 2-3 people, and you're just going to hang out all night and listen to the speakers, right? The speakers are good. The speakers are good. They're going to bring knowledge. You're going to listen to them. But your value is in the network in the room, right? You've got to work the room. You've got to get round to people. Get business cards or numbers, or, you know, business cards are kind of phasing out, but get the number. What do they do? They're a contractor. They're a cash buyer. That's a wholesaler. There's another rehab guy. This guy does painting, you know, or this guy does floor. Like, get all these contact information, because you're going to start then to build your team. And start networking with people. Remember, your friends and your close group at these events aren't going to go anywhere. You already know them. So check in with them. Hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm going to go and speak to a few people. Also, if you're new to the group, go to the person that's been going there for years and say, hey, who in this room, based on what I do, should I network with? Who do I need to know in this room? And then they'll say, oh, you need to know Bill and Sandra over there. And that's a great buyer. He buys most of my deals. Okay, great. So what do? You go on your mission and network, get in front of these people and have conversations, right? Build relationships. And that's what it is. The more someone knows you and trusts you, and that goes both ways, the easier the process will be, right? And that is why networking is everything. I have people in our markets where we just do phone calls to them, and they will go and see properties before we even contract them. Now, do I teach that? No, because we trust and we have that relationship. I don't teach people not to have a contract on a property and to start sending buyers in there, because if you don't have that relationship, you're going to lose the deal. You're going to miss out on the deal, right? But if you have the strong relationship, we can send the buyers in, and they'll go, okay, yeah, we'll pay, you know, we're going to be in 100,000 for this. Okay, great. And we might do that with a couple of different buyers. And all of a sudden now we know what we need to contract and how much spread, you know, that we could get. And why? Because we have that relationship. And now let's talk about, okay, well, we're going virtual. We can't be in them meetings. If you can do any local meeting, if you're in California, New York, Phoenix, all these people are investing all the time outside of them states, so they're still worth going to, right? You could go and network and say, hey, you know, this market's crazy. I'm in San Diego. This market's crazy. I'm looking to go virtual. Do you know anyone else that does virtual, you know, wholesaling? Or do you know any buyers that are buying virtually? Oh, yeah, these 3 people over here, you know, they do a lot of investing in St. Louis, Missouri. Okay, cool. Let's network. Hey, what are you looking? Oh, yeah, you know, the numbers are better out there. We got connections. You know, so if I found some deals for you in St. Louis, you'd be interested in buying them? Oh, absolutely. Okay, do you know is there anything that you can share with the market? Do you know what kind of zip codes are you looking into? Or, you know, how many you buy in a month? And gather that information from them, because it's going to give you a head start, right? Again, networking to find that information. So how are we going to do this virtual? You could do, again, to the local markets. But you can also use the internet, right? Who are you going to be networking with? You wholesalers on the ground in the market that you're looking for. Realtors are great. You want to network with realtors and find out if they're investor friendly. Do they have investors that they work with? Oh yeah, how many cash buyers do they work with? Oh, well, they have 10 cash buyers. So one realtor could bring 10 cash buyers for you, and then ask the realtor, well, is there areas that they are buying in? Oh, they'll buy, you know, in anywhere across in this county, anywhere in the county. Okay, is there anywhere they, you know, is there any low end areas that they'll avoid? Oh yeah, there's a couple of zip codes in there. Oh, do you mind? What are them? You know, network with the realtors. Tell the realtor, hey, you know, for me, if it was, I'm living in Savannah, right? So it'd be like, I'm looking in Detroit, Michigan. So I call realtors, hey, Sandra, this is Gavin. I'm an investor. I live in Savannah, Georgia. I'm actually coming to do some stuff in virtually in the Detroit area. Do you work with cash buyers by any chance? And I start to engage. Oh, yes, I do. Okay, if you don't mind me asking, is there any certain areas that I need to avoid, or where are your buyers buying? Just ask, be honest. Hey, I'm new to the area. Can you give me some insight? Because what are they going to get? I'm going to be calling her when I get a deal, and I'm going to be telling her that, hey, Sandra, as soon as I get a deal and I lock something up, do you mind if I come to you? You might be able to help me move it. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Of course, now she's going to get something from it. She's going to give me some information to give me the best chance of bringing her a deal. This is just the way that it works. And you're going to do the same with property managers. Why property managers? What do? They look after investment properties for investors. So they might have 40, 50 doors, okay, that they look after. So they might have 40, 50 different or 40, 30 different investors that they have. Is your investors looking to buy more deals? Is there anyone looking to sell? Is there anywhere that you'd avoid that you're not, that you don't manage in them areas? And I'd be saying to the property manager, so look, if I can get a deal under contract, can I come to you and you can get it to your buyers to see if they're interested in buying, and then you can manage that process? What are they going to say? Absolutely. Okay, well, look, I'm new to the area. Can you give me some background on the area? Where's good? What zip codes are good? What are your buyers really looking for? Again, gain that information. So what we're doing is we're building a network, right? We're building relationships with them people. So then when we start marketing, we lock up a deal, we have all these people that we can go to on a virtual level, okay? Other things, you can pull a cash buyers list. How? You can pull it from Batch. Okay, if you sign up with Batch, you can go to batchleads.io/Gavin. You can pull lists from there. You get 5,000 free downloads right now. You can pull cash buyers lists and skip trace it in Batch and start calling them. Hey, I noticed, Mr. Seller, that you bought 123 Main Street. Are you looking to buy any more deals? Well, actually, yeah, I'm always looking. If you don't mind me asking, I'm going to be honest. You know, like I said, my name's Gavin. I'm in Savannah. I'm looking in Detroit right now, virtually. I want some investment properties there, so I'm going to be doing a lot of marketing. Is there anywhere that you, you know, what locations are you looking at? You know, my goal, Mr. Buyer, is I only want to bring deals that are going to work for you. I don't want to waste your time and give you things that you're not interested in. Again, pull that information out. Everything nowadays is on the internet. Facebook groups, network in the Facebook groups, start DMing people, get them on the phone, have conversations just like we've talked about, okay? Because what you're going to do, everything becomes easier through networking. It really, really does. And it is the most powerful thing. If I can teach you anything, if you listen to anything that I have to say, it is networking. Pick up the phone and build relationships. It's who you know, not what you know, right? And that's going to get you so far. And then obviously you have to deliver. I have taught myself and created opportunities the whole time that I've been in real estate, okay? From the partners that I've had, from the, you know, the coaches, the mentors that I've got to work with, the people now that I lead gen for, that are at high level, because it's relationships and network. If I can bring something to the table that they need, then it works, right? You have to go into the conversations on how can it be a win for them, right? Not you. It's nothing to do with you. It's not about you. It's about them. How can you provide value for them? And by doing that, it will normally come back to you. Never expect anything, but it will normally be a transition back to you, okay? So, for instance, if you are talking to cash buyers, I can bring you more deals. How can I get you more deals that where you want to buy, right? That would be the realtors. How can I bring you deals so you can give these deals to your cash buyers so we can all make money, right? Giving, how can I do that? How can I get you more doors, Mr. Property Manager, so you can manage an extra 10 doors this year? How can I get you them deals where your buyers willing to buy them? Because again, it's just going to work together when we start to collaborate. I'm going to give you an example. I was just in Phoenix, and this is the power, all right, again, of the word networking. And I'm going to keep saying that word because obviously you can tell I'm pretty passionate about it. I was in Phoenix. A good friend of mine who works for, who owns Batch, I messaged her, Annie, and I said, hey, Annie, I'm trying to buy a house in Phoenix, and I keep getting outbid on the MLS, and it's kind of driving me insane. I need money, I need cash to close, and then I'm going to refinance out, put a mortgage on it. And she said, oh, okay. I said, have you got anyone? She said, oh, yeah, speak to this guy called Scott. I said, fantastic. So again, I networked with Annie, know Annie, so she gave me a referral. So what do? Within seconds, I call him. I don't text him, call him. Hey, Scott, how you doing? My name's Gavin. I got your number off Annie, blah, blah, blah. Oh, hey, how you doing? We start having a conversation. Yeah, I've heard that you lend. And he said, yeah, I lend just in Arizona. I said, yeah, that's fine. I'm here now, actually. I'm looking for a house. This is the situation. And he said, yeah, the market's crazy right now. We got on, we have a conversation. And he said, well, why don't you come, you and your wife come tomorrow morning. I'll drive you around the neighborhood. I'll show you all the flips we've got. And, you know, maybe I can find something for you that's kind of off market. Okay, great. So I said to my wife, I was like, look, we got to go. This is a great opportunity. Like, this guy lends, no problem. So we go and meet him the next morning, and he drives us round. And the connection is just unbelievable. This guy, not only is he lending, he's got 30 flips going. Okay, he's probably the biggest flipper in Arcadia, the area that we were trying to buy in. Okay, and he's leveraging about 90 million a month, okay, in lending, and it's just insane. That's about 3 million a day that's being moved, and that's just crazy. So now you've got all this, and he's like, oh yeah, so I can close within 5 days. So now we build a relationship. Okay, so how does this work? You know, what do you need? He's like, look, just give me the address. You know, I'll look at the numbers with you, and if we think we can do it, like a good number, then, you know, I can close within 5 days, give you proof of funds as long as title's clear. Boom, we're ready to go. All right. So what do? That day, we put an offer in on a house that we didn't get. Okay. But we put an offer in. And this is how crazy the market is right now. This offer on the MLS was up for 560,000. It went for 640,000 cash. It went for 80,000 over asking cash. That's insane. But anyway, we put an offer in. Obviously, we didn't get it. And that was within 24 hours of meeting him and from our first conversation. We Thursday night, evening, afternoon, called him, met him Friday morning. We had an offer in by 4 o'clock that day. So within 24 hours, I just put an offer in. We made an offer of 525,000 cash, closed within 5 days, I think it was, or 7 days, as soon as title was clear. So just picking up the phone, networking, talking. He doesn't know anything about me, so you can't say, well, the industry you're in, and he didn't know nothing about me. I'm just no one, right? And I didn't come in saying this is what I do and all these things. Absolutely not. And then we've just built that relationship, and now I'm trying to build that to say, hey, can you lend in other states, which he's getting to open to. It's not a given, but again, them connections and them relationships are powerful, because if you can get a funder and a backer like that in your corner, and I can close, just think that was on my personal thing, right? But if I could bring that into my business, and all of a sudden I have a lender that will close within 5 days, how much more business could I do by having that in the corner? What if I was marketing and said, hey, Mr. Seller, you know, we can close that. Well, you know, someone else is interested and they're closing in 30 days. I'll close in 5 days. How does that sound? If title's clear, I'll close in 24 hours. No problem. And I'll put that in the contract, right? That there is going to be enough to seal the deal. And that comes with relationships, right? And he even told me, you know, I don't want to go into the rates and all that, but as they get to know you more, you know, the lenders, and the cash buyers and whoever, as you start to get more familiar and work with, the rates will get better, right? Maybe they lend at 80% of purchase, right? So you have to bring 20% down. But eventually they might bring in 100%, which you've done a couple of deals. I will fund it all. Don't worry about it, right? Because they're making more money because I have more money out. So you just do that by, getting familiar, building relationships, delivering on what you say you're going to do. All right. So hopefully this helps you. Okay. So what I want you all to do now, whether you're virtual or local, you're going to pick up the phone and you should be trying to network with at least 3 new people a day. That's going to be your target. 3 new people a day, whether that's cash buyers, realtors, property managers, wholesalers, because they all have links to more people, lenders, mortgage brokers, if you're doing lease options, right? Call your mortgage guy. Hey, who can't get a mortgage right now that might want to do a rent to own? Because I have some deals here. Network with them. And you should be trying to reach out to 3 people a day. And before you know it, your cash buyers list will be building. Your wholesale list will be building. Your connections, your network will be building. And then you will become more of a force, because guess what? When we get a deal, we have all these people we can now not blast out to, but call George on the ground. Hey, George, I've got this deal. I know we talked, a few weeks ago. Are you interested in it? Yeah, can you send me the details? And what you'll do is buyers then will become like what I'd say VIP buyers, where they're like, hey, will you not send this out? I'm going to get in today. Like, please don't put anyone else in. I really want this. And that's how the times will change, right? As wholesalers, where the buyers have control when you're new, but when you get in a position, because all the art, right, is finding discounted properties. When you have control of the property, you say what's happening, and you need to believe that and trust in that, because that's the reality, right? There's more people trying to get deals. There's more people wanting to buy deals and finding deals. So when you have the deal, you have control, you have the power. So make sure you control that situation. All right. Anyway, I will see you on the next one, guys. I appreciate you all. Great episode. Please give me a like, drop me a comment. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms, and I will talk to you soon. All right. Thanks. Bye-bye.